What if I told you that in a single year 2017, over 700,000 Americans became millionaires? 700,000 in today. The United States alone is home to over 11 million millionaires. Now, pause for a moment. Imagine how many exist across the entire planet. The truth is simple but surprising. The world is filled with millionaires far more than you might think. And every day, thousands more join the club. But here's the million-dollar question. How do they do it? Are they born into wealth? Do they all invent apps, win lotteries? Because nearly all self-made millionaires fall into one of three paths: the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly which road you're on and which one actually leads to financial freedom. So grab a drink, get comfortable, this is going to be eye-opening. The truth about millionaires, contrary to what movies, TikTok, and conspiracy theories might tell you, is that most millionaires are not born into money. In fact, only 20% of millionaires inherited their wealth. The other 80% are self-made, and among the world's billionaires, a staggering 56% built their wealth from scratch. So if you weren't born with a silver spoon, don't worry, the odds are actually in your favor. But to join the wealthy, you need to understand something crucial. There are only three financial paths, and each one leads to a completely different future. Let's start with the most common path, the slow lane. This is the get rich slow, or old strategy. It's the path your parents, teachers, and society encourage. Go to school, get good grades, get a stable job, save 10% of your income, invest in the stock market, max out your 401k, avoid risks, and retire at 65 or 70. And if everything goes perfectly, no layoffs, no medical emergencies, no recessions, then yes, you might end up wealthy. So why do so many people choose the slow lane? Because it feels stable, predictable, and safe. And to be fair, for many people, it works. It's not exciting, but it's real. With discipline, consistency, and a lot of patience, you can become a millionaire over 30 to 40 years. So what's the problem? The slow lane's hidden catch is time. The slow lane trades your youth for future wealth. For a retirement filled with money but limited mobility. You can finally buy that sports car, but now your back hurts. You can finally live your dream life, but only after your prime years are gone. In the slow lane, your income is controlled by someone else. You can't double your income at will. You can't triple your earnings overnight. You have to ask for raises, and promotions depend on company politics. Your income grows slowly, if at all. Try walking into your boss's office and saying, "Hey, can I get a 100% raise?" You'll most likely be escorted out. Let's talk about Warren Buffett, the poster boy of long-term investing. He started investing at age 11, but he didn't become a millionaire until he was 31. That's 20 years of dedication just to reach his first million. Now ask yourself, if Buffett took 20 years, how long will you take if you haven't started investing? Are already in your mid-20s or 30s? Live paycheck to paycheck, have student loans, or don't invest consistently? The math isn't always in your favor. But the slow lane still works for millions. It's predictable, disciplined, and math-based. You follow the formula, and you eventually reach wealth. It's not sexy, it's not fast, and it's not exciting. But compared to the next option, now let's move on to the second path, the sidewalk. This is the live rich, die broke philosophy. The sidewalk is the most dangerous path, not because it can't create wealth, but because it actively destroys it. Sidewalkers live for today's pleasure, today's luxury, today's dopamine hit, today's Instagram post. They spend everything they earn, and sometimes even more than they earn. Here's the shocking part. Sidewalkers can make millions and still go completely broke. Professional athletes, musicians, actors, people who earn tens of millions of dollars often end up bankrupt. The statistics are brutal. 78% of NFL players face financial stress or bankruptcy within 2 years of retiring. 60% of NBA players go broke within 5 years of retirement. Let that sink in. People earning more in a single year than most people earn in a lifetime still lose it all. Because sidewalkers don't learn financial literacy. They don't understand money management. They don't plan for the future. They assume the money will always keep coming in. During their peak years, athletes and celebrities get accustomed to luxury cars, mansions, private travel, entourages, high-end restaurants, jewelry, and designer clothing. Then retirement comes. The multi-million-dollar checks stop, but the expenses stay. And almost instantly, their money evaporates. Today, the sidewalk lifestyle is more tempting than ever because of social media. You open Instagram or TikTok and see private jets, Lamborghinis, 5-star vacations, and influencers living the dream. So you upgrade your phone, then your wardrobe, then your car, then your vacations, all for the illusion of a lifestyle. And images don't pay the bills. The sidewalk trap feels good now, but it destroys your future. You're always one accident, one emergency, one job loss, or one bad month away from total financial collapse. Sidewalkers don't plan to be poor. They simply make thousands of small decisions that slowly push them there. Now let's talk about the path that creates the most millionaires and the youngest ones. This is path number 3, The Fastlane, where you provide value and get rich early. The Fastlane philosophy is simple. You create value for a large number of people, the market rewards you, and your income becomes Instead of trading time for money, Fastliners build businesses, platforms, products, software, services, brands, and networks. They create value at scale. So, why does the Fastlane work so well? Because wealth responds to value, scale, and leverage. Not time, not age, not degrees. Mark Zuckerberg became a billionaire in his early 20s because he built a platform used by millions. Jeff Bezos became the richest man in the world by making shopping faster and easier for everyone. YouTubers become millionaires by entertaining or teaching millions of people. Authors, app developers, and entrepreneurs are all following Fastlane strategies. The key is value. Every business exists to provide value. Grocery stores give you food and convenience. Restaurants give you meals and an experience. Apps give you tools, entertainment, or communication. Amazon gives you back your time and convenience. The more value you give, the more money you earn. This path offers a level of freedom the others can't match. Unlike the slow lane, your income is not fixed. Raises don't require permission. You don't have to wait 40 years to enjoy your life. You build assets that can pay you forever. You want to double your income in the next 3 months? You can, and people do it all the time. But the Fastlane has a price, and that price is front-loaded. You must invest your time, effort, learning, discipline, and creativity. You have to build something valuable before you get rewarded. Most people aren't willing to do that. They want the excitement now, the freedom now, the wealth now. But the Fastlane requires sacrifice up front for a lifetime of freedom later. As the author, MJ DeMarco says, financing an $80,000 Mercedes over 6 years isn't wealth. It's the appearance of wealth. True wealth isn't a car. It's the ability to freely choose whether to buy the car. True wealth is freedom, not payments. So, which path should you choose? Let's summarize. The sidewalk feels good now, but it has no future, is completely unstable, and leads to regret and financial disaster. The slow lane is stable, mathematically sound, requires patience, and leads to wealth late in life. The Fastlane offers the highest reward, early wealth, and freedom while you're young, but it's also the most challenging and requires you to create real value. There is no single perfect path, but there is a right path for you. The sidewalk is dangerous. The slow lane works for many. The fast lane works for the few who are willing to build something meaningful. This entire video is inspired by one of the most powerful financial books ever written, The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. If you want to understand wealth on a deeper level, I highly recommend reading it. If you want, I can drop a link in the description and even a free Audible trial so you can listen to it for free. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this message. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep building your future.